Here we come to the end of the week, and Friday's lesson gets right to the heart of the matter. When you look at the Psalms and its description of who God is as King, ruler, judge, and sovereign Lord, what kind of person do you believe God to be? This is one of the most important questions a person can ask. If there is a God, then ask yourself, what is he like? Is he for us or is he against us? Well, if all you had to go on was King, ruler, judge, and Lord, then you might begin to form a picture of an all-powerful God who lives to keep that power. I mean, after all, isn't that what most people in power live for? To keep their power. Let's face it, the world has had its fill of power-hungry tyrants and rulers down through the ages. History is filled with the names of kings, queens, warlords, and even popes who did everything they could to stay in power. And the reason they lost that power is because they used their power not to benefit the people, but to benefit themselves. How do we know that God is not the same as Stalin, Hitler, Mao, or Saddam Hussein? Because when you read the Psalms, God goes by other names. Names such as Father, Prince of Peace, the Rock of our salvation, our hiding place, our shelter in the time of storm, the Good Shepherd. All of these titles point to one thing, that the sovereign Lord of the universe, this lawgiver, this king who sits in judgment, is a God whose government is governed by the greatest law of all, love. This is a God who does not create rules and regulations for the sole purpose of blessing himself. This is a king who lives to serve. This is a Lord who lives to bless, benefit, and protect those under his care. As Friday's lesson reminds us, every law should be understood in the light of God's character of love. That God's laws are not there to control us, but to free us from the tyranny and the slavery of sin. And as such, God's law should remind us that this lawgiver is for us and not against us. Well, those were our final thoughts for this week. Now, we want you to take some time this week to visit your local Adventist church and share with them some of the things you've learned this week about how God speaks to us through the Psalms. And please, don't forget to join us next week as Cynthia will share with us some of her thoughts and insights into next week's lesson, The Lord Hears and Delivers. I know you're going to be tremendously blessed. So again, thank you for stopping by this week and for studying with us. Happy Sabbath to come. Take care. God bless.